Hello, I am Columbia Daily Tribune City Editor Matt Sanders. With me is our higher education and state government reporter, Rudi Keller.
Good morning.
It is our daily digest for Wednesday, February 15th. Hope you're not too hungover from Valentine's Day. We are breaking news already today. It's early in the day, and Rudi has found a pretty good scoop. What is it?
Well, the governor appointed 3 members of the University of Missouri Board of Curators yesterday, filling 3 of the 5 vacancies that are on the board. The 3 new curators are the governor's campaign finance chairman from his election campaign last year, Jeffrey Lehman of Springfield, who is a investment manager with Morgan Stanley. The other 2 are Jamie Farmer, who works an executive with Capital Sand in Jefferson City, and Daryl Chapman, an attorney from the St. Louis area who has an interesting background because he's got multiple degrees in agriculture in addition to his law degree, and is formerly a deputy director of the Missouri Department of Agriculture under Jay Nixon. The result of these appointments is that the curators now have 4 Democrats and 3 Republicans, with 2 seats open, along with the student representative to the board that's open. And because Greitens is a Republican, and then it's likely that the next 2 appointees will be Republicans, because the board is supposed to have a partisan balance.
Yeah, and one thing I notice about this is that on the conservative side, we've heard some people for several months now talking about professional diversity that's needed on the board. There were complaints about too many lawyers. Well, here we have only 1 lawyer out of the 3 appointments. So
right,
that kind of caught my attention. I know it was part of the Commission review commission suggestions and that
yeah,
sort of
and
thing.
it's also been something that's been under discussion for a number of years, because Nixon was the Attorney General, and a lot of his connections throughout the state were attorneys that had worked for him in that office during over 16 years, and those were people he tended to appoint to major positions in state government.
Yeah. Of course, this is a board of curators they're going to have a lot of big decisions to make with a big budget crunch coming up, possibility of, thinking about how much they want to raise tuition, where it's pretty certain tuition will go up. It's a matter of whether they'll seek a waiver and raise it beyond the consumer price index, right?
Right, and that probably will happen either in a special meeting or at their next scheduled meeting at the end of April.
All right, well, we'll be looking forward to that. Of course, you can follow us for coverage of those issues as they develop and in the April meeting itself. Some other things we're working on today: Roger McKinney this evening will be covering the first collective bargaining meeting between the CPS Teachers Union and the administration, so we'll look for what comes out of that. Megan, our city beat reporter, she is working on a story about the city's efforts to do what they call traffic calming, which is basically different methods for slowing down traffic in residential areas. They're kind of taking a comprehensive look at that all across the city, and we'll have a report on that in tomorrow's edition as well. As always, you can reach us via social media and email